guys, go that way.
Okay, and so basically I want you to record this whole thing, how to do this, because I don't want to look back at it and remember. So record Andrew.
Huh?
Record him. Let me get you a seat, okay?
Wait, no, I can stand.
Oh, okay, I heard that.
Like this?
Everything he's doing. Say hi, Andrew.
Hi.
That's Ava.
Hi, Ava. How are you doing?
Hi. You said to videotape you.
No worries. Basically what I'm doing is that when you start any sort of brewing, you're dealing with microorganisms, so yeast and bacteria.
Yeast and bacteria?
So you want to control basically what you put into it, what kind of yeast and bacteria goes into your batch. And it's like one of those things you can't see it, you know? You just have to trust that that what you're pitching is what you're pitching. And so basically what I'm doing is trying to clean this as best as I can.
Like the sticks?
What's that?
So you're trying to like wash the sticks with that water?
Yeah, so basically I put a cleaner in there. It's called PBW. And so it's just a powder and you add it. And
so like get rid of like germs and bacteria from the tree?
Yeah.
Like tree sap?
Well, I mean, this is the stuff that's left over from the bucket, you know? Because like bacteria and yeast, it's in the air, right? It's in the dust. It's all around us, you know? It's on your skin. It's everywhere. So we're basically just trying to get it as clean as we possibly can.
So like we don't like have any like stuff that's like wanna make it like have germs inside us?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Another reason is also because of taste.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to make the same thing again, you know, you want to like, oh man, that cider was so good, I want to make it exactly the same way. If you clean it and you sanitize it, you're going to make sure that no other bacteria is going to get in there and change the flavor.
Oh.
Because some of the bacteria, it gets in there and makes it really sour. Sometimes it makes it smell really funky.
Or too sweet?
It never makes it too sweet.
Huh.
Because the thing is, the bacteria and the yeast, they eat the sugars.
Oh.
So
that's why.
Yeah.
Like sour apples?
So if the apple is sour, it already has some acid in it.
Oh.
But it also has some sugar. But you say it's sour, you don't necessarily notice the sugar because there's, you know, the balance is off, right? So you have so much acid and a little bit of sugar. There's still some sugar there. You know, and the yeast is going to take that, ferment that out.
Huh.
Yeah. So this is basically the most important step. But it takes a while, so it's not as fun as like crushing apples, you know?
Crushing apples. So we're going to like wash the pears with that too?
No, just this stuff. I mean, so with some other, like with brewing beer, you cook it. So you basically make sure that the liquid is clean to begin with. In this one, we're going to add a chemical. It's called sulfite, and it reacts with oxygen. Wine, people when they make wine, they add sulfite too, so it's just a standard thing. And that basically inhibits bacterial growth, inhibits it, you know.
So it makes it taste good?
What it does is it sort of prevents other bacteria from taking a hold in the batch. So if you add the sulfates, yeah, it just basically cleans it up a little bit, cleans up the liquid. And so when you add the yeast in, the yeast has nothing else to compete with. And so it's basically you're just going to get that yeast fermenting.
I have the second one here.
Cool. Maybe not.
Why is that so dirty?
Get another tin bucket.
What's that?
Yeah, I have something that can fit in.
What's that?
Another one of those.
What am I? Those what?
Pressers, apple pressers,
To press apples?
or pears.
Right, so I'll just take all this stuff.
Okay, I get that.
So basically anything that touches the liquid that we want to drink, we have to clean.
Like, apples are getting washed and grapes.
So there's basically 2 steps. The first step is to clean it, and so that's basically to remove all the dirt, right? And then the second step is to sanitize it. So that's to kill any, or like to basically press the surface and make sure there's no bugs. No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Right.
What's that orange thing?
This thing? It's the cap to this.
Oh.
So this is another little plastic vessel. That's mine. Just in case we need
Should
it.
keep it on because you're looking at his feet.
No worries.
Yeah.
But that's about it. So I mean, like now we play the waiting game.
The waiting game?
Yeah, the waiting game. We just have to wait a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like for how long?
Cleaning usually takes like 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh.
Like for the PBW. Because so the thing is like with the PBW, it's a powdered cleaner.
Powder.
Yeah. So it's basically like a laundry detergent in a certain sense, right?
Oh.
And it works to basically get all the dirt and all the oils off the side of whatever you want to clean. And you don't want to scrub any plastic, especially because if you scratch it, that's where bacteria likes to live. And so over time, you might notice that if you're making a beer or something like that, you might notice that like, oh wait, this actually doesn't taste as like the way I want. It's because like maybe you've scratched it, maybe there's bacteria in there, and then it just like sort of gets into the batch.
So like when you scratch it, you have like germs where it came from, and it comes inside and like for a long time.
Basically, yeah.
So then it creates more germs, and then it tastes horrible.
Yep, exactly. That's it. Let's see if I can find a place to make some stars. Maybe let's do it here.
Ooh, bonfire. Oops. Bonfire. What you doing now?
So I have to make the sanitizer. So the sanitizer is the stuff that basically kills all the germs. So you clean it, but that's only half of it, right? You get all of the places where the bacteria, the germs could live, but you need to basically kill all the germs after that. So this is star sand, and it's a foaming. So like when you shake it, it actually foams up and it'll get every single surface. And it'll basically make sure that it's all clean. So 1 ounce to 5 gallons, so 1/4 ounce.
What's that noise? Oh.
So how long do you let it sit?
To ferment? Like 7 to 10 days. So it depends on how much sugar there is in the juice. because sometimes if you have a high alcohol, that when it comes out fresh, like after 7 to 10 days, you like really taste the alcohol. So it's like kind of hot.
Oh, okay.
And that goes away over time. But in most cases, it's totally fine. So, but it's like only if you have like really sweet apples, you know.
So the sweeter the apple, the stronger the alcohol?
Totally.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily by taste actually. It's like how much sugar is in there, right? Because if an apple has like a lot of sugar but a lot of acid in it, it could taste like really sour, but it still has more sugar, right? And that's the only thing that really matters is like how much sugar is in there.
Uncle Micah said to record.
I know, but don't drop the camera.
I won't.
So I'll just leave this here for now. No seat space.
Do you do this for a living?
No, I just work at the homebrew store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so like I get discounts on everything in the store, so I brew a lot.
Oh.
And like cider is really easy to do. Wine is like it's all related. So like honey.
You
like
can do grapes, right?
Yeah, I'm doing grapes right now.
Right now? Okay.
Yeah, I picked so like there's a harvesting season like August, September, like up in Napa and like Lodi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like an hour away from Palo Alto, like an hour or two. You can just like, pick the grapes yourself. It's super fun. All you need to do is just crush them and then add yeast, basically. Yeah. Yeah. That's basically all you need. I mean, it's like a little bit more than that, but that's the gist of it. Like cider is probably the easiest thing to get into.
When you get in moonshine.
When it's legal, totally not made moonshine. No. Why would I do that?
Is it illegal?
Yeah, it is.
In some states, right? Or is it?
No, it's like all states. It's illegal.
What?
Yeah.
Where did I see that show? I mean, there's a lot of people making moonshine.
Well, yeah, people make it still because it's tradition, right?
Yeah.
It's culture.
I thought it was just for show.
No, I mean it's people still do it just because it's like that's part of their heritage, and it's like a very American thing to do is to like make and drink alcohol. I'm not even kidding. Like the colonies when they started out, like people were drinking around like 35 gallons a year of alcohol. That's like almost twice the modern amount that people drink a year. And people, instead of drinking water, they either drank, in the colonies, in like the 1700s, they either drank hard cider or they drank rum. That's why people got super mad when...
Water was dirty?
Water was dirty.
Oh, that's why then.
Yeah.
Go to Netflix. Beer Saved the World. It's actually a very interesting documentary. Many times throughout history, water was too unsanitary, but to ferment stuff, it's safe to drink. Like you said, you wake up and have a beer.
Yep. That's.
Wow, that's weird.
We saved up in America. We had at one point we had over hundreds of species of apples. Majority were not sweet; they were sour. We used that to brew. It was easy.
Yep.
Everyone had apple, Johnny Appleseed. That's where it comes from. Apples are all over America. First, really, you'd say really Americans' heritage beverage would be apple cider.
Yeah.
In the modern world, kind of rum.
Like apple cider and then rum from the colonies.
Well, I'm sorry, it was made here.
Yeah.
No, rum was imported from the colonies. But
No, rum was they actually got sugar from the Caribbean.
Okay.
And they actually fermented and distilled it in New England, but
What I mean is you can't make rum in America. There's nothing.
yeah, you can.
What can you make it out of?
Sugar cane.
Oh, okay.
So like in Louisiana, there's a couple of companies that.
True. Was sugar cane here back then though?
No.
Okay. So that's
Yeah,
what,
so they
that's what I'm getting at.
would get the molasses from
Sugar.
from the Caribbean.
Make the booze out of that.
Exactly.
Got it.
And that's the same thing, same like apples, same thing with peaches. Like Georgia, Peach State, they would do the same thing. Peach brandy, sort of thing, like a peach
Of course.
wine, peach brandy.
Half time.
Exactly.
And you can drink.
Yes.
Not even joking. People used to drink so much.
Your videographer is behind you.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah, basically. So after the PBW is done soaking, you can just sort of I eyeball it just because especially with something that's new, you don't need to wait the entire time because it's not really dirty. So.
But just you need to sanitize it just in case.
Yeah, definitely. Clean and sanitize always. anything that touches the liquid that you want to drink eventually, you have to clean and sanitize.
Because I don't think marshmallows would taste good with, dirty sticks and bugs in it.
Well, I mean, that's how you make wine, you know? It's like you take the grapes. The first time I made wine, I put the grapes through a crusher.
Through a what?
Through a crusher. So like a machine that like takes the grapes and crushes them and separates the stems.
Oh.
And I ran a batch through of grapes, and then I paused it to see like where I was at. And I just saw all these spiders coming out of the grapes.
How?
Because spiders live there. It's just like spiders live in the vines. Because a lot of bugs want the sugar. They want the sweetness of the grapes. So spiders come to eat the bugs. And so the wine, when you make it, when you drink it, it probably has a little bit of spider in it, or bugs.
So when I eat grapes, sometimes I get spiders in it?
Not when you eat grapes. Because like, you eat grapes, it's different. But like wine, yeah, you're probably gonna drink spider.
Ew.
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
But do some wines don't have, bugs?
Some wines don't have bugs? Not really. Yeah, but it's just it's fine though. It's really...
Don't they take the spiders out when they crush them?
No, it's too hard to do that.
What? Well, when they crush them, all the spider guts come out?
Yeah, into the wine, into the liquid.
It's sort of gross.
Yeah, but nobody, most people don't know about it, so.
Well, I won't tell anyone. But what if a leg gets in there?
What's that?
What if a leg gets in there?
A leg?
Like a spider leg or something when it gets crushed.
That's totally fine. I mean, it's just your...
So you think it's like a stem or something?
I mean, you're not going to drink it. I mean, eventually you just separate out the liquid, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to notice it in the final product. That's why nobody really cares.
Well, I'm surprised it doesn't say spider involved in the ingredients.
Yeah, animal cruelty. That's true.
Poor spiders.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a lot of water in there? And why did you have to pour it out?
Because it's soapy water. So it's bad to drink.
Yeah.
It's like if you put your hand in this water, it's like the chemicals are so strong that you can your hand will feel slippery. And that is because the soap is taking all the oils from your skin off. And then you can feel it in between your fingers. If you touch it for a while, it's fine as long as, I don't really care when I touch it because I know I'm right next to a sink and I can wash it off. Because when it mixes with water, when you rinse it off, it's fine. But if you leave it on your skin, it's gonna dry it out.
So your hand will be all dry and sticky? Well, not sticky, but dry.
Yeah, just dry.
Uh-oh, this system is about to run out of battery.
Okay. Maybe you can probably pause it for now.
Well, I still have 8 more minutes to go.
Okay. I mean, if they have another battery, then that's cool. But if you guys don't have another battery, there's more important stuff that's happening. I'm just rinsing buckets,
Oh, so it's almost done, but you have to wait?
Well, I'm almost done with the cleaning. And that's just the one part of it, and there's the crushing and then there's everything else,